Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream. Look at that, I came in along with the music. What a brilliant time. I was gonna go live at 6, but I got a bit delayed at work, and I had the tea, and then a cat came up to my back door, so I fussed the cat, and played with the cat a little bit. Yeah. Oh, Rixtress! Thank you very much for that word. What pack of cards would you like? We've got Sully, Winnie the Pooh, and Ursula the Sea Witch. Oh yeah! Not only am I trapped as a bug, I'm trapped in a Game Boy Advance. Boy, the soundtrack sure is crunchy in here. What am I doing and where am I going? Your Twitch keeps buffering. Honestly, I think that might be just Twitch in general. I've got slightly lower green bars today. And not because I've got Overwatch on. Although I have got Overwatch on. Gotta get them drops. Sully and Boot, let's go. I feel like what we're gonna do this time, every time I die today, we're gonna open a pack. Nope, I'm gonna say what the name is. I'd have no cards left by the end of this. Yeah. So your first card is Dash Par, playing dodgeball. That card is part of the Enchanted Dash and Violet card that I got yesterday from Empirical. This pack. Empirical didn't send me the card. Hey! Rude. I also can't hack any of those guys, apparently. But also, they weren't really looking at me, so, who knows? Leaving! I don't know what that purple sludge is. I'm gonna look. Ooh, hello! Wait, is that thing still there? Okay, yeah, that's just the top of the plant. Okay. Okay, and it restored my health. I love when health pickups do that. Ah, that's what we can do. That's how we get up there. We bait the spiders into coming down. And away we go. That's not a pickup. You tell me that's not a pickup? That's the most pickup looking pickup. Like that, I was going over there expecting a ball. It's fine. So Rixtress and Empirical Woodland. And Lurkers. How are we all doing today? I hope we're doing well. Oh, heck. Our second card is Lilo, weaving baskets. Scrump is there too. Me, I'm very tired. Because... Wouldn't you know it? Hauling and building. Again. Where was the other one? Doesn't really matter. I feel like that's not the intended method of doing that from the devs. Well, you know what? Yeah, how about that? Get fed. I'll have to wait might longer for the next card. That's okay. I pause here because that right there, that probably says something in the Axiom Verge language. And I don't know what that is, but I hope to learn one day. Wolf, welcome on in. How are we doing? Nice. Yeah, give me that. Ah, damn it! The exit was right there. Why did I say to explore further? Your next card is the piercing attack. You know, piercing attack ignores the effect of resist. It had never occurred to me that to deal damage to character, cards would have to deal with the idea of resist. Oh, yeah. That was where we got the health node. I remember. Get out of here, bug. That's what I say in the real life. Can't be doing with bugs in my house. You've applied for a UK visa a time or two now. Has it ever taken 15 business days? Isn't it usually like... not tomorrow, but like just a couple of days? Because I remember the first time, both of us were kind of worried. Like they just turned that mess around immediately. Surely that means the answer is no. Problem solved. Get out. What I want. is the ability to... what is essentially the energy tank from Metroid, right? I want that. Let me... put my overhealth into a box, and then that box is where I live now. And when I need it, I can just take health out of that box, and everything's fine. Anuman allows you to transform from drone to humanoid and back. This is it. With this, I should have enough strength to make you human again. Well, humanish. Ooh, okay. I'm not... I know this came up before, right? If I got shape-changing powers, there is a couple of things that you would notice about me, and that is thumbs. This came up when we did Tales of Symphonia. Tenebrae was like, ah yes, I can take whichever form I wish. I'm going to be dog. And, good on you, Tenebrae. Thumbs. Not like you can't. You did it one time. Plague of Thoughts. In Aduba last week, the Lamasu let slip a piece of information that has tormented me ever since. That with age, the human mind loses its ability to adapt and is in fact at peak learning capacity during childhood? As I lie awake at night, the sound of Udog's storms raging in the distance, I cannot help but think to myself that we may have made a fatal mistake in choosing only the oldest and wisest among us for the arm transformation. A young mind, nimble enough to harness powers beyond the Udog themselves. This could surely turn the tides of war. But I shudder to think who would actually implement such an idea. Now, question. No. Okay. So, I don't need to hold. I just immediately transform between one and the other. That's great. But it does also mean that I can't do the old trick of just, yeah, throw Ringo over there. Also, it never really occurred to me that the drone and I were the same. Because like in Axiom Verge, the first one, it's a gun. I seem to recall. The gun shot minions left and right. That was pretty cool. I like that. Good job, Cass. And this lets us someplace. Ah! That thing looks like it's from Panic. If anyone was here for Panic, Richard was here for Panic. I like that game. NC's Bracelet. Press down and attack with a double axe to perform a downward slam. Do I have that? I don't have that. Well, there you go. Come back later with that, but I have that. Cool. Here's a thought, Rextras. And if you don't want to talk about this on stream, that's cool and fine, because it's kind of... like... not personal, but like identifiable. Is this to do with the new visa system? Like, because previously I didn't have to apply for a visa when I went to South Africa. I just showed up and went, former colonist here, please let me back in, thank you very much. And they did. But now, I gotta fill in a form. And I'm wondering if they just overhauled the system for everybody, or is it just people like me? Aha! Hang on, hang on. Right, now what do I do? Well, there is a void over here. Was that just there this whole time? That was just there this whole time. Now, I'm pretty sure that's the void that I went into the first time, right? Like, that's how I got to the place where I started the game. Gimme that! Ooh, 2 points. I spoke to Empirical about this, by the way. I have the password gun. And one of the things that the password gun does is it completely disables trophies on your save file because you get to enter cheat codes. But like, I'm playing on Switch. I don't have a cheat piece. There's literally nothing stopping me from just putting in cheat codes and making this game a lot easier for myself. Not gonna lie, some part of me is tempted. Alright, that's the bit we can't do yet. This is where I went, where on earth do I go? And the answer was, kinda over there. Ooh! Udu-san, a more powerful version of the Mula-san. And that opens you. Beautiful! Right. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and open that gate that I found in the last stream. And I went, I don't know how to open that gate. And the answer was I didn't have enough hack power. Well, guess what? Now I do. That button. form I am filling in is an item declaration, not stuff. Well, you know what? Fair. Can I go in here? Not all the way. Okay. It was just kind of funny to me that I have an easier time getting into South Africa than most places. And partly that's going to be stories from a former friend who's like, well, don't let them know that you've got, you know, money and stuff. Customs dudes can just take that. They'll do it. And completely inaccurate, incidentally. The guys who were working at the airport, just... Same as the UK ones. I'm not going to say same as your other ones, because... TSA is a nightmare. Get out of here. Open door! Yeah! Now we're into the new area. What's over here? I don't know. I've been thinking about this. And thinking, I need to remember to go back here. And so I did. Oh! I fought you, though. I thought you was bug. It's not called bug, it's Ringo. Not gonna lie, that was a really good jump scare. And I don't know what I expected, because I've played video games a time or two. I know what hides behind level 3 locked doors in a dark cave. That could have been the optional super boss. And I'd have nobody to blame but myself. But I did it. And we're good. On we go. I'm going to need more health. What do we know about the way that I play this game? I am going to smash my face into the bosses until I win. So, a little bit more health will allow me to do that with greater effect. And everything will be fine. So what else can I do? Why can't I get over there? Can I get over there? Let's find out. Okay, okay. Form of mist. Okay. There's a secret in this crack. Spam! There's a secret in this crack. I know there is. That eye probably means go look for something. And then over here, it's like use your domino powers. Yeah, you know the ones. So. Wait. Oh my god! I thought I could only fast travel between save points. I can fast travel 2 save points? Game changer. Absolute game changer. Right. Going this way. It looks like there's an upper exit to one of these rooms. Oh, that's right. I can't get up there just yet. Yeah, that's going to be come back with like a double jump or a float ability or something along those lines. Okay. So. That, I think, is also a form of mist door. Oh, yeah. You know what? Before, I could only go through here as bug. Well, now I'm person. Shush, you're my friend now. I just had a thought. I have had a thought. Ah! Can't stand down that tank. Can I? I can grapple onto that. Or is it that platform? I'll come back and we'll find out. I think that's going to be how we do it. I think that's going to be a case of come back as human, lure that thing over there. Turn it into platform. Make platform thing I can grapple. There we go. Look at me figuring things out. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. There's a crackling noise, and you can kind of see some of these tiles bugging out. I'm wondering if there's something hackable there. Evidently not, but surely that means there's got to be something that we come back to later. That's just a data breach like we've had before. Okay, yes, I have been here before, because I went, I want that kukri, a word I have learned from Eternal Darkness. Alright, I'm looking at that, and I'm like, surely I have gone through that single tile down there. I would have seen that. And, so I did. So I think that's going to be a case of just go this way. Amazing! Now I've got a shortcut to Waterworld. There's not a great deal down here that I want to do right now, but I am able to enter and exit. Shortcuts always useful in Metroidvanias. I guess if I was a shape changer, sometimes I would want to be a little critter like that. But I like I know what I am. I know what I do with it. See above. Thumbs. Okay. I don't trust that. What's that? I feel like I was right not to trust that. I would have opened up and just started shooting. Now this thing right here, this is absolutely come back with some sort of sensor tool, right? You're my friend now. Come along, friend. Oh, hello, hello. Oh. I thought... I thought that was the notch for the door. Do you open a pack of prongles? Yes. Yes, you do. This is like me asking, do I open packs of cards? Yes, I love cards. I still have one here from Rickstress just now. And we're going to keep going when I die. Journal entry, dangerous ideas. It seems that regardless of every gift the Lamassu bestows, the Udog counter with stronger attacks and improved strategies. We have long wondered at their witchcraft. At last we are starting to understand how we might harness it ourselves. But manipulating the invisible lattice, which is the center of the Udog's power, requires a mental facility beyond the simple computing machines we have been using. And the Lamassu is not forthcoming with solutions. It seems conflicted, reluctant to help us violate the edicts of gods long dead, yet eager for us to outwit it and perform such violations anyway. The compromise we've arrived at is a terrifying one, but if it does not succeed, it may be the end of us. Arat Lugala. Was that it? Did I just... Oh, hell yeah! I'm gonna fight you and get another apocalypse flash. Gimme that. Which one? I forget what the flavors were, but I think the yellow one is the one that stood out to me as going, ooh. So, the yellow one. Double axe. Two-handed axe that is slow, but powerful. And then... Ha ha ha! And because I found that bracelet over there, I can do that and smack stuff around with a ground pound. Good to know. Oh yeah, bacon double cheese of those two. Absolutely bacon double cheese. Right, next up, we are going... somewhere, I don't know. It's weird to me that there is a platform up there, but that I can't get it. I mean, it's not. It's a Metroidvania. I'll get there eventually. Is that full? Oh, that's full. Now it's not. Have I been here before? No, right? I'd remember those vultures. But clearly I have, because I've opened the gate. Insomnia Aaron. Hello, hello. See, that's a much better intro than the one you had yesterday where I choked. I feel like I gave myself a good chuckle. Honestly. But at the same time, choking wasn't nice. No? Alright then. Well, I have... Can I? No, you know what I can do? I can climb now. I was absolutely supposed to come back here as human. There we go. It's really not apparent what is and isn't climbable at this point. That's fine. And then if I go down... Yes! Health node fragment. Now, it has increased. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna explore over here. So yeah, Somna Aaron, how's it going? I hope everything's good. I keep thinking it's Friday because this is my Friday game. It's, nearly. It didn't work the first couple times, Cass. Why would you think that was it? That's how you do that. Can't make it up there? No. Can I make it up this way? Yes. Heretic's granddaughter. Vengeful corduroy. Honestly, corduroy does feel like it'd be a hateful fabric to wear. I'm gonna go for a walk. That's what it sounds like. 60 revered sages gave their lives. In return, we have 10 weapons of godlike power. The king is pleased, and the Udug put to rout, at least for the time being. But it does not feel like victory. Sheshkala was an honorable and proud leader. Gemakala a respected priestess. Now they are dust, sleeping, only summoned when needed. 60 more go into the chambers tomorrow. It seems everything my grandmother tried to warn us of, for which she was unjustly punished, has come to pass. We survive at the cost of all we hoped to save. You're my friend now, Bloon. Come with me. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, this area feels as good to traverse as it looks like. My goodness me. Is that the only thing that was up there? Some more? Surely there's gotta be more stuff up there. What if I were to go across? What if I were to go and drop down to the floor? What if I were to go and look at a card? Rixtrus, your next card. Pete the Cat. Mom was severely confused about the existence of Pete the Cat. I don't... He's not like a weird and obscure one, right? People know who Pete the Cat is. He was the rapscallion from Steamboat Willie. He's the guy who lives next door to Goofy in Goof Troop. So... this will let me go up there. I wonder if I'm coming at this from the wrong direction. Is this the exit route? Hey! Let's go find out. be fair as well, there is a... Looks like there's an upper exit over here, but I can't take it. That's where I picked up something or other, so that's fine. Oh, Quokka! It always sounds like I'm disappointed in you. I'm not. I'm never disappointed. I'm just sad when you are sad. I hope you are doing well. I hope you've not been given a million billion calls at work. Or just in the life of a German Quokka, you know, maybe. Maybe, you're just really busy and forced to answer emails when you should be doing horse things. Rixtrus, your next card is Bell. You pay 1 ink less to shift a character on top of this character. How? I mean, I guess, right? I often do the grabby hands. Quokka was generally a different context, but yes, grab dem prongles. Oh! Oh ho 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 ho! There's a Burger King near to where I work, and when they opened, they packed out the place. You couldn't move for people going to Burger King. And now, it's the place where, like, all the chavs go, because, where else are you gonna go? Hey! Come over here. That'll do. That'll do just fine. Freedom from answer. What is the nature of Ansur, the Spadix, which birthed the fruit of Kengir, Engur, and countless other lands? For your answer, look at the Lamassu itself. It claims to answer to justice, but what justice was there in the farcical, escalating war with the Udog, who would never have brought to bear the storm bombs were it not for the Lamassu's arms? It claims to be ethical, but what ethic explains the ripping of mind from mortal body and then rewarding that sacrifice with betrayal and death? It claims to be wise, but how can there be wisdom in repeatedly substituting one conflict with an even worse one? Ansur was the true evil all along, the source of everything that has destroyed our society. And it is where the Lamassu hid the only thing that might remediate the suffering of the arms, the Siuna. The truth is, we are above Ansur. It used us as tools to achieve its ends, because it has little agency of its own. It is time for us to take our rightful place as lords of our own lands. We must march on Ansur, we must claim the Siuna, and if necessary, we must burn it all to the ground for Kengir. Mageshkitil, wielder on behalf of Amashimala. I feel like I feel rather bad for this, but there is something to be said for me as an Englishman. This is usually the point where I go, oh, it's your complicated names. And there's like a wiggly hand motion as I do that, and no, that's rude. Oh. Aha. To my brother Ludari. I see it, Quaha. I'm sure it's a lie. Again, you're one of the more frequent viewers. 5-stream streak, yeah, Twitch. Life in Aduba is strange and troubling. The Lamassu and its Umnias lecture us on the laws of science and technology daily, that we may better build war machines to fight the Udog. And yet, nobody seems willing to explain how such laws came to be. The Lamassu itself is clearly a machine, yet it will not speak of who built it. The priesthood comes from the gods. If people can build machines, and the Lamassu is a machine, what is it to say that gods are just not people? I have been thinking of this, brother, and I am troubled. How far does the lie extend? The heavens, the abyss, the garden of the gods, are they real? Why does no one question? How is life at home? I trust you have enough silver? Well-being to you, Elutil. Now, I see, I was actually thinking about this at work today, where I am glad that you are all my friends, and you all show up, and we chat, and hang out, and play video games, and act the bollocks. I couldn't be one of those streamers who goes, well, 5 streams, rookie numbers, Quacker, 5... Clearly, you don't support me enough as a streamer. Donate 10. No! I could never do that. And I'm glad that not just you and I, but you and I. I'm glad that we are all where we are at with this stream, and it's like, I like hanging out. And I could never be the personality / money-driven guy. That's a lie. I'm very money motivated. But that's not why I do this. Ah ha ha! What did I tell you? It's the exit route! I'm sure you would have a 100+ stream streak here. Like I say. You're always watching! But no, like, you're always here and hanging out, and it's noted and appreciated. It's one of the reasons I got the card packs, right? Because it can be very easy to feel like you're just throwing money into a box and Twitch gets it. It's probably my lunchtime. Well, no, because Quaha's here for the lunchtime streams as well. We had a very lovely conversation yesterday, which made me turn to Rickstress afterwards and go, man, you know what? Quaha's great. Commemorative speech. Today marks the first anniversary of the invasion of Engur, a battle that will surely be recounted for ages to come. On that day, our bravest warriors, led by the all-powerful wielders, made the first push into the watery cavern of the Udug. Shocked to find a world as dark as it is vast, many fell that day, but we nevertheless held strong, driving our foes back with the holy powers granted by the gods. Raise a chalice to our heroes, alive and fallen alike. May the gods be with them. Melam Anna, Lord of Kingia and King of all the land. Oh, there's gotta be something up there, right? Probably. Empirical, what do you mean you don't care? I thought we were friends. That's fine, I'll hang out with Quacker. Quacker shows up to crossword streams and knows words and is good at guessing those words and saying what they are on the stream. This feels so legal! I don't think I was supposed to have done that. Oh, I broke everything. Go back over there. Well, here's the thing, right? Absolutely fine. I have no issues with you showing up and going, is it such and such a word? And no, it's not. Because, hey, if it's not that word, maybe it guides people towards what the word is. Penny does this as well. She's very apologetic that she doesn't, you know, show up and know all the words off the top of her head. Well, you think I know what? How did I miss this? Kinnimak allows you to see into the breach and enter hidden breach portals. Oh. I knew it! Empirical! We're playing Tempest! Yeah, that's just that's for me and Empirical. The thing is, Quacker, as well, I always tell people, do not apologize for, hey, my English isn't very good, because your English is better than my German. Like, any day. And you do a good job of it. Now, here's a quest. Yeah, exactly, it's my first language and I don't know what I'm doing. So if I do this, that's an exit door. Okay. So over here. God, what was I doing at 6? Probably spinning in circles, honestly. I don't even remember where we'd be living at that point. Huh. Alright then. I think that might just be where I was supposed to go. Like, the game won't let me grapple up there because it's a... I don't know. Ah! That thing's horrifying. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, I was supposed to take that exit, because that's a slanty end. So I can't do that. Wait a second. Yeah. Yeah, there was another thing here. I remember. It is something that I am a little jealous of, because I would like to be bilingual. I would like to be able to just, hey, I'm communicating in this language now. But no, do you know what they decided they were going to teach me as a entry level of second language? Latin. Oh, very important. You need to know where all the bases of these words come from. Do I? Because outside of crosswords, where I get to go, oh yes, ovum, I don't... I haven't needed it all that much. I did... So the way it goes is most primary schools, at least most primary schools that I went to, they do entry-level French. Have I tried learning any of the Romance languages with my Latin knowledge? Yes, I think. Isn't French one of those? Or is that just the reputation that the French have? Schools do, like, entry-level French. Like, entry-level French. When you're in primary school. Probably about the age of 6 or so. We had the program Bonjour, mes amis. And... oh! It was about this little cat called Moustache. And his old friends. And you had to speak to the cat. And how do you speak to the cat? Well, you introduce yourself is what you do. Bonjour, je m'appelle, etc. And then that was about it until high school. Quaka? Did you also watch The Adventures of the Cat Who Liked the Toast? I prefer Chien GPT. Haha! French jokes. Go on. But yeah, no, we did. You do like entry-level French when you are in French. ChatGPT sounds like cat took shit. Yes, amazing. Alright, the only one of those I've got in Japanese, daisuki means I love you. So that means. And in Polish, it means give me bitches. And like that's a really weird, like, how do both languages arrive at the same phrase, but like with different meanings? Come on, come on! Yes! Go to hell, exterior collision testing! Times cast has broken the game 1/positive. Alright, how was I supposed to get in here? Can I get out? I mean, probably, right? So yeah, in high school, they do more, I say more advanced. It's still all the entry-level stuff, but it's, oh, that, I was supposed to get in like that. Well, hey, guess what? I did it my way, where I broke the game, and I'm very happy with that. In high school, they do slightly more advanced French and German, and I know I've told about this before. I did French for the first 3 years of high school, and then they went, your exams will be in German. Have fun! Your drone can hover by pressing and holding jump in the air. Look, combat! Oh, and it combos! Okay. I thought it was like a Yoshi jump. I just do it and fall to the floor. And honestly, this was when I was 13 or so, and A, knew everything, as do all 13-year-olds, and I had a lot of other things to be dealing with right now, thank you very much. So I didn't pay a great deal of attention to German, which is annoying. My teacher said I speak it quite well, and Quaka, I know you've commented on my clear pronunciation where I have come to it. Should have paid attention. Should have studied more. Maybe I would be doing more. Ah, that thing's a bug! Frankly, so am I. But, you know. Of course, there's an accent, but the film sounds very well and distinct. So, This came up with Heartache a couple days ago. When I speak Japanese, I very obviously sound like a white guy who has taught himself. And, you know, it's not like I accidentally have a really strong Kansai accent or whatever. Why did I do this? I don't know. And I feel like that's going to be the case with when I speak German. It's very obviously I'm not a native speaker and I'm English and doing my best. But, yeah. I speak Japanese like in Yakuza. So that's one of the interesting things, is having studied Japanese. The way the characters speak in that game is really interesting. Like, Majima is overly friendly with everyone immediately. And he drops a lot of particles here and there. This is fine! Ignore that! That doesn't look like anything. We're leaving. Nice. Well, that's the joke, Empirical, and also the routine, where there's one of my local friends who I will... Hello! Oh, that's how you get here! By fast traveling behind the locked door. Pretty sneaky. There's one of my local friends who, if I want to annoy him, I will drop into Japanese, but like with an English accent. Hey, konnichiwa, Empirical Woodland. Genki desu ka? He hates it. I think it's the funniest thing. And then there's another one of our friends. There's another one of our local friends who really doesn't like the Dusty Rhodes voice, which is unfortunate because we're a whole bunch of wrestling nerds. Do you know how frequently we will all just go, hard times, baby? We'll just do that. And, I don't think they appreciate it. Oh, what? Well, there you go. Since when has Metroid ever rewarded you for blasting through walls? That's not a thing. Shut up. That's not real. But yeah, no. That was the circumstance and timing of me coming to start learning German in high school, and man, I did not care. And I'm very much annoyed with myself now because, hey, should have paid attention to that. Alright, can't go through that. Yet. God, this map's huge. So... what do I do? Including the low health beep in the music for this. Wish they wouldn't. What do I do? Is there... no. Okay. Well... I don't know. Oh, yeah, that little wow noise is, I can't transform back to human here. I am in the breach. If I go this way... So what I'm going to suggest, go down there, is try not to applesauce, and be kind to yourself, and reach out, be kind. Yeah. Can't say I fully understood where that sentence was going to end when I started saying it, but hey, there you go. See, this is why Empirical Woodland says that I don't always speak the English good. Sometimes I trip over my own words. Nope. Leave me alone! Yes! Alright, next up, I'm gonna work on my combat. But What else and where else? Why didn't I go up there? Let's find out. Oh yeah, this is a safety dance area. That's why! Because I didn't have the explosion power yet. Now I do. Oh, you need to get out of my way. Also, I feel like applesauce as a verb doesn't really translate well from English to German. It means to sit cross-legged. Don't do that. I feel kind of conflicted with what's going on right here. Nice. Because, like, my character doesn't seem to be overly invested in what's going on here. She just wants to leave, and engaging with the arms and everyone else, well, that's just a means to an end, I feel. Excellent. One more. You mentioned Empirical because Empirical's cool. You know, he hangs out, he looks after chat, he does this for free. What a pro. Oh, actually, no. You know what? There's another one of those statues over here, isn't there? Yes, there is. Empirical also makes stupid commands. I like those. Oh. Yeah, exit only. Well, heck. That's an exit. I have a map, Empirical. That's what's getting to me. I just look. Here's the map. Where am I going? Oh, you figure it out. So the next thing that I'm gonna want to do I'm gonna go try that again. Wow, that makes it sound like this stream thing is serious business. We hang out, we do crosswords, and occasionally talk about squishy things. And that's about as serious as it gets over here. I'm not gonna... Oh, okay, okay. Here's that eye thing, right? Use the eye thing. And that is why we go to... what's it? That's not an exit. Yeah, that's why. The thing that I said when we got to the top of the ice palace, right? I said, we need to go through there, but you need to come back with like a sight thing. And now I have one. I'm great with words. Oh, the Path of Pain. Yes, I've seen Zacharai do that. I did Veni Vidi Vici, if that counts. And I landed on the wrong side of the block. Like, I did the run perfectly, and then it just went boop, just to the left. And I went, you know what? No. No, that's close enough. Zacharai was just a hitless speedrunner in general, right? Because he didn't he shiny platinum Metal Gear Revengeance? Which is complete every chapter in that game without getting hit. Alright, so where was that thing in the glacier? It's over there, right? Okay, there's the eye. So there's something there. What do I do with that? Now here's the thing, Empirical. You want to say that? Oh, Twitch does not like that. Look at that bit crunch. No? It's better than I could ever have done with Revenge. I like character action games, and I couldn't do that. Fair play to the man. Well, it stands to reason that we go down here, and there is something that I have not got. Yes, actually, remember? I came over here, And I said, oh, there needs to be some sort of flutter jump, and now I have one? Hell yeah. Look at me. Look at me. Gaining abilities and using them. You again. I was hoping you'd gone away. I still want my body back, asshole. What makes you think you deserve it? Living Samara like that? How could you? The hell? You remember that? I am more than just your body now. The truth is I can hardly stand being you. In point of fact, I expect killing you to be most therapeutic. Okay, then... This body is as useless as the soul that went with it. Nothing the Siona won't remedy. Part of my mind still alive inside her? This is very bad. What did she mean about Samara? It was long ago. I was far away for business all the time. I should have been more of a mother to her. She left in her teens and I haven't seen her since. Oh, I'm sorry. My parents were always off fighting in the war. Before I became like this, I mean. It was just me and my sister, but we understood. Messed up what happened to you, kid. Maybe after I get back home we can do something about it. I don't know if that's possible, but thank you. I thought I had broken the game again. Times Cast has broken the game? Doo. No, that was not a broken game. It's fine. Nano Lattice 2 reduces damage by 15%. How do I get down there? A fine question. Yeah, Sakurai also likes the Ace Attorney series, so he's done a couple of those. And here's the one I was talking to when I say, hey, if I feel like I could get away with it, I want to play Harvey Birdman. And I will tell Sakurai because I think Sakurai would appreciate it. Harvey Birdman is the game of the TV show, the same name, where you are a superhero lawyer protecting Hanna-Barbera characters from various silly things. Shaggy and Scooby get busted on drug charges. What? Care to explain to me why your van smells like pot, sir? One of those unfortunate things, right? Because the show was Stephen Colbert before he became big and famous, but the game was Stephen Colbert's character after he became big and famous and absolutely would not return to voice the character, which is unfortunate because Phil can only sound like that. God bless him, the guy does his best, but he's not Phil. Wait a second! That's how we cross that bit in the forest, isn't it? Probably. Wielder, it is I, the Lamas. I gave a go at finding a Mashalama just now. Seems neither of us can beat the other. She said something about a Suna? Siuna. This is troubling. The Siuna are a powerful cache of weapons. In the past, she was obsessed with them. Normally each arm was under the control of a wielder. Siuna, on the other hand, were powerful corporeal forms that made wielders redundant. So if she gets a Siuna, can I have my old body back? It is too dangerous. Most of the Siuna were sealed in Ansur, our mother world. But once she had them, her intention was to use them to destroy it. To use them to destroy it, game. She believed this world would free our world. Is she wrong? Suffice it to say, destroying Ansur would mean the destruction of this world and many others. If the Siuna are dangerous, why even have them? They were a contingency plan that was never needed. The cache was meant to be destroyed, but this did not happen. Let me guess, you want to find it and finish the job? I have a conundrum. If I tell you where the Siuna are, how do I know you won't take them for yourself? And if I don't tell you, who will stop at Mashilama? All I want is to get the hell out of here. I shall compromise by giving you the location of just one of the Siuna. If you use it to destroy a Mashilama, then all the better. If not, nothing will have changed between us. Thank you. You may find it on your map, Sector 3816. Thanks, computer! Ah! Rixtrus! Your next card is Mulan, created by the Vine. So that's what this set's got, a new class. Well, it's got several new classes of characters. This particular one is Vineling. So I don't think they fully explained what the Vine is. It's just an evil presence of some stripe. And the various characters in the game are being attacked by it. And what it has done, the Vine has learned to copy characters and designs and such from other iterations of the game. So like this is the Mulan as Ping. The Vine has learned how to recreate that. I've got one of Scar, same deal. Kind of interesting that that's the direction they've taken, that now season 13 there is a plot. But yeah, it's fine. Quagga, enjoy Planet Zoo. I don't know what that is, but I hope you have fun with it. I'm going this way. I'm a busy bee. Ah! Theme park, but it's a zoo? I love theme park! They're invisible now? Ridiculous. I'll bet you one of the things you can do. Yeah, one of the things you can do is make it not invisible. I made it an ally, but it doesn't do anything. Fight the thing, please. It's not fighting the thing, please. I liked Theme Park. I wasn't as much of a fan of Theme Park World. Ooh. Although with that said, even now, my dad likes to go, why, even our features have features. Anytime you say the word features, a theme park. How do I get up there? That's how we get up there. That was hardly worth it at all. I'll certainly take it. Oh, it comes back. Alright, that's that bubbly gunk from Metro, Super Metro. You know the one? I know the one. Oh, I'm underwater. Probably why we have all this bubbly gunk. I like snow leopards. I think they're cool. I think leopards in general are cool. They're one of the animals that we saw on safari. And the guy was like, at this point, the female is in heat, and it is breeding season. And everybody on the tour went, yeah, dude, we know. We saw it. We were there for it. It was like seconds long. It was weird. Get over there. That little notch is absolutely there to allow you to do sea jumps. I approve. I appreciate. Wait, hang on. Because there's a portal down there. Right. Axiom, Verge 1 and 2, it seems like it's going to be one of those series where they could very easily just... That portal might not even go anywhere, right? It's just wedged into the wall from a previous build of the game. But, like, the devs aren't going to take it away because it's funnier being there. One of your goals is to actually breed and release animals. Nice. I like when games have like a positive impact sort of message like that. So I often think of Sim Isle, Missions in the Jungle. I really like that game, but at the same time, there wasn't much of a point to any of it. Like, if you wanted, you could teach the native villagers how to better crop rotation, for example. Yeah, if you wanted. No reason to. You could buy land and open a golf course. If you wanted to. No point to it. If I gotta go back there, I guess I gotta go back there. I'm pushing time. Rixtrus, your next card is Doug! Doug, good boy. When you play this character, if you have an item in play, draw a card. One of the cards in this set is the translation collar, and the flavor text is just, I am your friend. Why is that not a wall? Fine question. Sorry, Pinkfish. I needed help. I suppose a lot could be said of, like, thinking about it, a lot could be said of Sim Isle and the idea of the Great White Savior, because, and like people would come back to it in like a very problematic game, because yeah, actually a lot of it is just white guys showing up to tribal villages and be like, no, give me that. I'll show you. Like this. Unless you found a drug village, because then you could be like, hey, give me that. I'm taking a cut of this. It's a weird one, because a lot of the Maxis, like the Sim games, were very much hopeful, and the idea was to create a utility. Like Sim City, right? There's not necessarily a win state in Sim City. You just build a really good city, and then there it is. Sim Farm, same deal. I love Sim Farm. Sim Isle was really cynical. It's way better to be a bad person, because that's where you get the money. You're not hackable, but you are standable! Halam allows you to exit the breach at any point. Oh. Oh. that's useful. So what that's gonna mean... What that's gonna mean is if I can figure out where in the breach I am versus the real world... I can just step into places and step out to get all the pickups. Against all advice, I have been doing tests with the antenna transmitters and have learned much. The Lamassu claims that its understanding this is taboo. It expects us to build weapons without knowledge of how they work. This might have been enough for my father, or my father's father, who think of it like a magic spell, but if we are to have any success against Udug, we cannot go forth blindly. To anyone who may be interested, I invite you to join me. It breaks off here. Right, so use the eye. I don't know what that accomplished. There's a secret over here, but I cannot decipher it. But hey, new area. Bounty list. Many rumored arms and other treasures from the apocalypse that were never found. Some I believe, some I do not. But here is all I have heard. An arm that would let the wielder turn into a mouse. An arm that would allow an illiterate wielder to read. An arm that can make people and animals fall ill. An arm that turns bronze into silver. An arm that lets a wielder shape and detach their body parts to use as weapons. A talking mace? A device that can make an arm fully control its wielder. If you have the arms, I have the shekels. Bring them to me. Remember, when you find a sealed urn, no matter what you do, don't open it until I can check it out. Breach attractor. Pulls breach portals towards you. What? Well, that's real useful, actually. Not like it actually is. And I see another grate over there. Is this where we get Form of Mist? What my favorite Maxis game was from back in the day. I really liked the Streets of SimCity, where you could load your SC2 files into it, so you take the SimCity that you would build in SimCity 2000 and drive around it, and it turned it into like a 70s cop show. So, question, if I do this, and I do this, yes, I'm in a little wall. And that's how you get that. All right then. And that's how you get the one over here. Okay, okay, okay. Right, because there was one of the ones where you... Yeah, this one. There is a breach above a platform that you can't otherwise get to. And I think that's what the game is expecting me to do. Go there, use the breach attractor. Forget all you guys! Ah, okay, okay. But it has to be on top of that. That makes a degree of sense. Like, you can't just... jump into an alternate dimensional skew-if, like... So... this one. I'm looking at that thinking, how did I even get there? Just by doing this. Fight it out amongst yourselves, guys. I got stuff to do. That's actually a really good flutter. I've been tapping. I've already got a little more, but seems like it's all good. Right. So, yes, this way, this way, this way. Right there. It was actually a really deep game, the Streets of SimCity. They had a couple of story modes and like a job mode. That's what I would always do. I would just... It's got like a cop car and a muscle car and a supercar and all this and this. I would just pick the van, described in-game as a big sweaty box on wheels. And... I just drive around picking up parcels and dropping them off. Because that's how you make money. Okay, so if I'm reading that correctly, there's no wall on my left now. Oh, this is going to be an absolute pain in the ass. How do I get to any of the things that I have seen that I don't know where the entrance is? Bro's no clip. That's what got me in Axiom Verge, the first one. Did I briefly forget what game I'm playing? Yes. No? Oh. Maybe? So I can't use the breach attractor here. Oh, I get it. I can only use the breach attractor on a screen that has the little tablet. Alright then. And then that's how I get that thing in between two portals. Surely. There's, whatever that upgrade was between two locked doors. Surely the answer to that is use the breach attractor to slip between them, or slip out of the breach and back in again later? I don't know. Alright, so where are we? We're back here. Yeah. So that's what that means. There's a platform there in the Verge. The Verge? Axiom Verge. And the breach is... Yes, I remember terminology. Don't mind me. So what else can I do with this? I know what I can do with this. Hang on. I can go here. That might be it, like, plot progression-wise. This is me coming to the end of my time slot-ish. Going, you know what? Let's explore. Alright, so. Is that where I wanted to go? I think it is. Let's fill in some more of the sky. Hey, guess what? For extras, Celia May is a card that is in this pack. Right, so... Ha ha ha! There you go, you see now we've opened up a little pathway. I really appreciate that this is faux 8-bit, and they still managed to make it go boing and just give, like, whoops. I like that. Alright. You know, for as much as I've hyped it up, I don't think I'm going to get Form of Mist in this game, right? I think the greats that I have found, it's going to be a case of... I now think it's going to be a case of use the meat tractor to teleport behind them. Which, hey, that's fine. Bit of innovation. I talk a lot about... Oh, look, it's like that thing from that thing. So what we do... Yeah, so if I do that, I'm up in the sky. Don't do that. There's got to be an upgrade at the end of this path. It's cool that I'm getting big skill points and all. This is a place that I've been. Cool. This is a place that I came to right near the start of the game, I think. Not that one. That. So, I'm gonna try something. Bear with me. While we look. What? Well, I forgot that. So the new Lorcana meta for this season is you play the card that I have just gotten. Rixtress, I'm going to win every game from now on. This card is a young Carl Fredrickson. You know, Ellie, I think we're going to be together forever. The meta is you play that card in your first turn, and then the other player cries, and cries, and cries, and cries, and then you win. Yeah, that's how you do that! Right, so, you go here, you go one screen left, you teleport into the real world. That, I'll bet you, is how we get to some of these. I'll bet that is how we're gonna get inside the glacier. That's how we're gonna get these two. And in theory, that's how we're gonna get over here. What are you? Royal Dagger, made of arsenical copper and lapis lazuli. That one. That one. That one. Alright, that's kind of cool. I like that. Keeping my axe, though. Oh! Oh, did you see that? We broke it! We got to see the Verge. I did it again. The breach for a little bit. Look at that. Okay. So. Map. Let's try something, and then go through the rest of these cards. What have I got? 2 or 3? 2 or 3. I have got the Ring of Stones. Oh, like from Brave, from the previous series. Darkwing Duck and Launchpad McQuack. Victory Pose. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another in a challenge, gain 2 lore. And our shiny card is Priya Mangal. When you play this character, there's a song in your discard, gain 1 lore. There you go. Thank you very much, Rickstress, for subscribing at the very start of this stream. I'm sorry I kept you waiting to go through all of those cards, because legitimately thought I was going to die way more than I ended up doing. Friend! Befriend! Now, your friend. Please don't fight me, friend. Journal entry 10/29/2049. I have been observing the entity the Psychica referred to as the Lamasu, which we all suspect is some form of AI that communicates through various terminals around Gear. Similar to Ansible's and to our portal in Antarctica, it appears to possess trans-world properties of its own, raising the question of whether its mind is even located here, or if it is actually broadcasting from yet another world. Of late, I've been thinking about the apparent connection between the Lamasu's power usage and time flow in the breach. There is evidence that it was able to bring forth weapons and equipment from the technological capacity of the people here. How did it do that? Why would it do that? Why did it stop? Oh, come on. You telling me you're not going to put a little prop there to go, hey, Cass, well done, you found it? No, it's not going to do that. Well, that's fine. Because now we can go this way. Fill out a little bit more of the map. Get another save point. Okay. I have no idea where we are in this game right now. Like, I don't want to say clearly this is the end game, because I haven't got a clue. Let's head into the breach. Let's find ourselves a save point and explore the breach next time so that hopefully I remember what I'm doing. And if I'm wrong... I have the "you can leave the breach whenever" button. Surprisingly. This is not where I wanted to enter the breach. I think it's going to be over here. Because, like I said, the game's given me the attractor. Which says to me, hey, yo, use the breach attractor to go in directly here, go and find where you're going. Game saved. Amazing. Yeah, thank you very much for watching along, everybody. You guys are great. Thank you for chatting. Thank you, Rixtress, for continuing subscribing and opening packs of cards. Frankie is one that Empirical has suggested a time or two. Currently playing Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. So let's go say hello to that. No streams for the rest of the week on account of work. So come back next week and find out what we're doing. And until next time, goodbye. Thanks for watching, everybody. By all means, Quack, check in if you need. Okay, bye-bye. Bye, everyone.